It was supposed to rain all day, and now it's just cloudy. So I was gonna actually work on the potato plow hiller attachment today, but now that it stopped raining, I honestly think we can continue trying to saw these boards and lumber. And I mean, it's not, obviously the top's wet, but you know, we're not really saving the top anyway, and the inside looks pretty good. So, and obviously the center and stuff's gonna be good too. So I think we're gonna mount onto this long one here and see if we can get our other runner board finished, because if we can get that one, then I think it's going to be a lot easier, because it's only going to be 8-foot boards at that point. So I think we'll be better off if we can do it that way, and then I don't have to use that 16-foot 2x6, which has screws and nails and stuff in it. It makes it difficult at the ends because it like split it a little wider. So we'll try and mount up on that one with our 2x6, and it's actually really straight. So maybe we can get, I know I did figure out what I want to do with the, because if you watch the last video where we took the runner in, it's not quite tall enough, but I did figure out a solution for that. So we'll see if we can get another board cut out of this one. And of course, now the weather changed and now it's starting to rain. Man, to get paid to be wrong every day. There's the first slab. We couldn't quite get through down on this side, but we can trim that off once we rotate it. This one, this turned out 10 times better than the last one. There is hardly any, I mean, this is like super straight, super smooth, very few little lines, and that's like less than an eighth. I mean, this turned out nice, and I think it was definitely a factor that this was loose, came loose on me last time. So now we can flip this over. Obviously your top piece, your first cut is your most crucial, and I think we, did really well on that. Looking out down along, I mean, it looks really straight. I'd say thumbs up on this one. Starting to lightly kind of drizzle. It's not too much, but we're ready for our second cut here. Kind of have it lined up. We're trying to get the max that we can. Obviously that side there is really kind of junky. It's not good at all. So I got to try and work with it how I can, but this will hopefully be the last cut where we got to make, worry about getting every little piece. So I think I got it where I need it here, and then we will cut this one, and then we can take our measurements for the next cut, and we should be good. This one is hopefully going to turn out better than the rest of them. So far it has held true to that, and we've only done one cut and we have 3 more to go, so hopefully it holds out better than the other one. Second cut's done, and I must say, same thing, looks super straight to me. I mean, compared to the other one, the first one we did, this one is definitely better. Once again, hardly any, difference in like variation. But looking down along there, I mean, it looks pretty good. This cut on the end needs squared. It's obviously, crooked, but we got to cut some off anyway. I got our 4-inch lines marked because that's our next cut. There's another one, and we got one down there. So we got to move this board up, and we can cut our 4 inches, and then we got our last cut of 8. So on the bottom, again, this side is really rough, but we're cutting all this off, and it should make a half decent board once we're done. So I got a score line in here basically, and I got to thinking, once I cut this off, and this side I do have it the whole way through, but once I cut this off, I'm gonna have no way to mount this board fast to be able to cut, because we can easily get a 2x6 out of this yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is, now that I have that score line, I'm gonna measure over to 2 inches, and we're gonna rip that off first. And then once we cut our final line here, we'll have a 2x6 ready to go for part of our decking. So I think if we don't do that, we're gonna have a lot more waste. So I need to move the 2x6 and do that. I'm hoping to get that 2x6 ripped off, the 4x4 ripped off, and taken at least into the barn here for sure, because it's starting to rain again, and it's been on and off. So probably not the best day to do this, but you know, it is what it is. I thought it wasn't supposed to rain till this evening, and here we are. We got it done. I wish I could have got a little bit more footage, but unfortunately the rain had other plans. I'm a lot. Now this one's not, that's from the cutoff of the first one, but this is our 8x4 for our second runner. And that turned out 10 times better. The cuts are better, it's straighter, everything's more uniform. You know, it isn't obviously perfect, but it turned out really nice. I mean, you can just see going out along there. You know, for a chainsaw mill, I'm pretty impressed. And we also managed to get off our 2x6. We obviously have to cut off this yet. And we may be able to make it a 2x8, I don't know, but probably a 2x6 we'll rip this down to, and then this will be one of our decking material pieces. So at this point, we're pretty much ready for, we can probably water seal, which I have to get that stuff, but we can probably water seal the runner boards, the 8x4s. And then at that point, we can probably begin to start cutting. I mean, we have been cutting our decking, you know, when I get the opportunity, but now it's solely decking. So we can get all our 8-footers and stuff ready. And I know we're gonna need more logs than that. That's obviously not gonna do it all. But we have a really good jump on this. And I didn't even plan on, you know, getting this done today. So the fact that we have the second runner done and even a board over there that we can use to start the decking, that just makes it 10 times better. So it's starting to rain here. It's been raining here pretty steady now for the last probably 45 minutes to an hour. So that's gonna do it today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. There's gonna be plenty more coming, and I'll see you in the next one.